Hi, it's Nick from Nick's Nutrition, and in this video I'm going to be talking all about carbs. So carbs stands for carbohydrate, and it's one of the main macronutrients. So we've got protein, which is the building blocks of life, fat, which is great for satiety and is essential for health, and carbohydrates, which is the body's primary energy source. There's lots of myths around carbohydrates, and I basically wanted to make this video to tell you exactly what carbohydrates are, why we need them, and how much you should be eating in order to control your weight and your health. So as you can see, I've got some different foods down here, and that's basically just to show you the different types of carbohydrate. First of all, you've got starchy carbohydrates, which are things like bread, rice, cereal, oat, sweet potato. So they're the starchy carbs. And then you've got the sugary carbs. So you've got the natural sugars, such as milk sugar, so that's lactose. You've got fruit sugars, so fructose, and then you've got added sugar, so things in biscuits and cakes, so basically cane sugar. No matter where the carbohydrate comes from, all carbohydrates break down into glucose, and glucose is basically what your muscles, your organs, and your brain runs off. If your body is getting low on glucose, you might feel shaky, and that's basically your body producing adrenaline to say, come on, you need to eat something, or you basically need to tell your liver, which stores glucose, to give you an extra supply. So your liver is there to give you constant energy supply even if you aren't eating. As well as glucose, which is what fuels our muscles, our day-to-day activity, and our brain, carbohydrates give us lots of other benefits. So when it comes to starchy carbohydrates, if you're choosing whole grains, they can prevent or reduce the risk of cancer. They keep us feeling full, they provide B vitamins, and they also provide fibre to help keep our digestive system working. I personally am a fan of low GI carbs, so low glycemic index, they release their energy slowly. Things like granary bread, sweet potato, oats, muesli, basmati rice, pasta, all of these foods put the glucose into the bloodstream nice and gradually. If say you've got a high GI carb, things like white bread or jacket potato, mashed potato, the key is to have it with something that will slow down the release of the energy. So if you're having jacket potato, have it with some fibre and protein. So in food terms, some tuna and some salad, or cottage cheese and salad, and that together will mean that jacket potato will release its energy slowly. Even better, go for a sweet potato and add more fibre and more protein. When it comes to milk and other products such as cheese and yogurts, you're going to be getting a source of protein and also calcium, which is great for your teeth and bones. Milk sugars release their energy slowly, so if for example you're having a glass of milk, that's a great post-workout recovery drink, or if you're combining it with some porridge oats, porridge combined with milk will together release its energy slowly, so keep you fueled for the entire morning. When it comes to fruit sugars, so fruit also releases its energy slowly, well 90% of fruit does. Fruit on its own doesn't really contain that much carbohydrate, especially if you're just sticking to a handful, about 20 grams of carbs. It's an ideal snack. Fruit is packed full of antioxidants which prevent cancer. You've got vitamins, minerals, full of fibre to help lower cholesterol and keep our guts healthy. So yeah, I can't speak more highly about fruit. A lot of fruit is evilised, things like don't eat grapes, don't eat bananas, but a handful of fruit is a handful of fruit. And yes, there is slightly less calories and carbohydrates in things like berries, but to be honest, fruit is always going to be a healthier snack option in comparison to biscuits or chocolate or sweets. So regarding added sugar, the things that we put, well, some people put in their teas and coffees, to be honest, sugar, all it provides is a sweetness. It can rot your teeth, it's not addictive, it's not toxic, it's not going to kill you in moderation, but sugar does taste good, so it is easy to overconsume. And if you're over-consuming too many calories, no matter where it's from, healthy or unhealthy foods, you will gain weight, which isn't good for health. Keeping along the line of portions, I've already said that handful of fruit is a perfect snack. Really try and keep added sugars as small as possible. When it comes to dairy, 3 portions is ideal to get your calcium needs for the day. So a portion is a yogurt pot, matchbox size of cheese, or a third of a pint of milk. And when it comes to starchy carbs, if for example 1 portion is 1 slice of bread, I kind of tell people to go for between 5 and 14 portions. The reason why that's so variable is that it just depends on how active you are, if you're male or female, how big you are. So basically, the more calories that you need, the more energy that you expend, the more carbohydrates that you'll require. A really easy rule of thumb is just to fill a third of your plate with carbohydrate, or if you're trying to lose weight, maybe a quarter. Some people like to use like the fist method, so have a fist-sized serving of potatoes, rice, pasta. I kind of say if you're feeling like tired throughout the day, then you might want to up your carbs. And if you're feeling hungry, then have a go at upping the protein and fats in your meal. So moving on to the myths of carbohydrates. Lots of people think that carbs are the reason why people gain weight, and to be honest, it's not. Excess calories makes you gain weight. Per gram of carbohydrate comes in at 4 calories, which is the same as 1 gram of protein, and it's less than half the amount that fat provides us with. I think the reason why people think that carbs makes you fat is that us Brits love them. If we have spag bol, we'll eat loads of pasta, maybe with some garlic bread, or if you have a curry, you might have loads of rice with loads of naan. The key is portion size, so just keep your portion sizes in check and watch what you add. You know, if say you're adding butter to toast, just don't add, you know, half a block. Just add a thin layer and then you're cutting down on the amount of calories that you're having in total. So the message that I'm trying to get across is don't be afraid of carbs. It's what our body loves to run off. You get fantastic benefits, lots of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fibre. Without carbohydrates, you're going to be left feeling tired, ratty, probably constipated as well. Definitely include things like fruit, milk sugars, whole grains, but just have a go at cutting down on your added sugar, things like fizzy drinks, because they're not going to do you any good. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Do leave any questions that you've got down below, and I will also link to a blog post which explains more about carbohydrates. Thank you very much for watching.